It was a warm Saturday morning when Karen decided to escalate her antics yet again. This time, she had called the cops on my ranch, claiming that I was illegally using my property and harassing neighbors. What she didn't realize was that the entire ranch, the buildings, fields, lakes, and equipment was fully under my ownership. Any attempt to assert HOA authority here was not only invalid, it was grounds for criminal trespassing. I was monitoring the security cameras when I saw Karen approaching the property line, her usual clipboard waving, talking loudly into her phone. "They're harassing the neighborhood. You need to send someone," she shouted. I activated the ranch's PA system. "Karen, you are trespassing on private property. Leave immediately or law enforcement will intervene. This is my property, and your HOA authority does not extend here." Her confident smirk didn't falter. "I've already called the cops. They'll make you stop." What Karen didn't know was that my security system had already contacted the local sheriff's office and captured her every move on camera. I also had recorded statements from neighbors who confirmed that she had entered without permission, attempting to enforce rules that did not exist. As she walked closer, I quietly activated the ranch's perimeter alerts. Gates closed automatically behind her, and lights illuminated the area, ensuring no one could advance without being clearly seen. Karen stopped in her tracks, finally realizing she was now trapped in a controlled zone with law enforcement already on the way. Within minutes, deputies arrived, carefully assessing the situation. Karen attempted to argue her case, claiming she was enforcing HOA rules and that I had no right to use my property as I saw fit. The deputies were unimpressed. "Ma'am," one officer said firmly, "you are trespassing on private property. Your HOA has no authority here. Any further interference will result in arrest." Karen's confident demeanor crumbled as she realized she was now in serious trouble. The cameras had recorded her attempts to intimidate and trespass, leaving her with no defense. I used this moment to ensure that every aspect of her misconduct was documented. Her trespassing, her threats, her attempts to involve law enforcement under false pretenses. All of it was on record. I sent this evidence to the HOA board, who were forced to revoke her privileges permanently. Karen's actions had crossed legal boundaries, and she now faced the real possibility of criminal charges. By the time the day ended, Karen had been escorted off the property, humiliated in front of neighbors, and stripped of all HOA authority. The ranch was secure, my property intact, and my legal standing stronger than ever. The incident served as a clear reminder that private property and legal ownership supersede any rogue attempts at enforcement by overzealous HOA members. Karen had thought calling the cops would intimidate me and assert HOA control over my ranch. Instead, she triggered law enforcement, public embarrassment, and permanent loss of authority, all while my property remained fully protected and under my control. Karen called 911 on my ranch. Instead, she faced arrest, public humiliation, and permanent revocation of HOA privileges, proving once again that rogue HOA members cannot override private property or legal authority without consequences.